McGiffin is in the Weather Center with a first look at the weather. Elizabeth?
It was indeed above average today, but hey, compared to the summer we had, not feeling too bad, only reaching a high into some low 80s. But taking a look now out to the west, we have some clouds starting to build into the area. Temperatures throughout the state reaching 81 degrees in St. Joseph, but looking a bit like a battle of the seasons as we have some cooler air starting to push its way into the area. And check this out, we even had some 50s up in the northern parts of Michigan. Throwing it over now to that satellite and radar though, we can see clouds are starting to move in ahead of a cold front. A few showers and even spotty thunderstorms developing with that, bringing in a chance for rain for tomorrow, but don't get your hopes up tomorrow. It looks like it's mostly going to be clouds and then some cooler weather on the way. Sophia, back to you at the news desk.
We just can't win. It's just raining in one part and drought in another.
So true. We could really use some of that rain, but it looks like we're going to be staying dry, but comfortable the first half of your work week. I'll have more on that, though, coming up. First, though, here's a look at your almanac. Welcome back. Today, we warmed up to a high temperature of 81 degrees, so a bit on the warm side, but hey, still pretty nice out there. Morning low was 44 degrees and stayed clear of precipitation. However, outside we do have some clouds continuing to build into the area. Currently, though, sitting at a temperature of 60 degrees. Relative humidity still on the low side as well at 57%, and winds shifting over to the north but staying very light out there. Temperatures throughout the state pretty consistent. Some upper 60s, low 50s, and 60s more off to the west. Now, we can see from that satellite and radar that we have a cold front starting to work its way into our area, pushing in a few clouds with it. Those clouds are going to just continue to build with us on overnight. And tomorrow we're going to see that cold front continue to dip its way, just barely touching into the northwest corner of Missouri, bringing along with it a very slight chance for showers. Not expecting too much though, so don't get your hopes up too high. We're mostly going to be seeing some clouds and cooler temperatures. Here's a look at this cold front a little closer, just barely clipping into northwest Missouri. But right behind it, we have that high pressure system. Not too much moisture on the surface to support that rain for tomorrow, and then staying dry right behind it with that high pressure rotating in a clockwise motion. So combine that with this drastic dip in the jet stream, we're going to get winds straight out of Canada, pushing in some cooler and drier weather for us. So sunshine, but temperatures about 20 degrees cooler than what we saw today by the time Thursday rolls around. Overnight, not feeling too bad, right around average. 47 degrees is going to do it for that overnight low under a mostly cloudy sky, so keeping some of that daytime heating in. Tomorrow, though, is when we see that cold front work its way through the area. About a 20% for some very scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm here or there. For the most part, though, just seeing clouds, bringing us up to a high temperature of 79 degrees. Winds, though, you're going to want to be careful with. They're going to be on the strong gusty side, up to 25-mile-an-hour gust. Here's a look at that extended forecast. Sunshine for the first half of your work week, feeling about how we were this weekend, right around 80 degrees. But check this out, Thursday, we have another system coming in there, bringing on another slight chance for some scattered showers. But the main thing is that temperature drop, seeing highs into the 60s. So some of the coolest days yet so far since the summer came around.
I'm breaking out my sweater dress. Still to come. Sirline, tell me about him.
I mean, he just continues to turn heads. I mean, week after week, you know, he sets the team record this week. He came within a yard last week. You know, the record's 64, and I got to believe if he wants to try for it, they're going to let him. I mean, as I said, folks around here could tell you what he did, but now the whole nation's taking notice.
Yeah, in one game, right?
One game, right?
Okay. And weather?
It was some pretty good weather this weekend for all sorts of sports out there, as Justin was able to cover a lot of them from today. We were up to 81 degrees today. Overnight, though, dropping down to 47 clouds, continuing to build through tomorrow, even bringing along a slight chance for some sprinkles. Don't get your hopes up too high, though, because those are going to be very few and far in between. 79 degrees is going to do it for that high temperature, and then much chillier weather ahead once Thursday rolls around.
Okay, well, hope you had a great today and a better tomorrow, everybody.